Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pick a Stack Wednesday. This is Barbara, and we have the glorious sun right behind us. Look at this. It's literally cutting my crown chakra, hitting right in my third eye. I am sending that to you. So if you're watching this, just take a moment, close your eyes, and feel that sun coming right into your crown. Ah, it's amazing. This is where we get our energy. We get our energy from the sun. This is why it's important to eat real food, because real food gets its energy from the sun. And then it transfers it to us. Processed food doesn't have that. Okay, it's made in factories. But real vegetables, real fruit, real meat. I mean, I have a lot of friends that raise cattle and chickens and pigs and all that. And guess what? Those animals on the normal farms, not the industrial farms, their animals are outside. They're getting their energy from the sun. So this is why it's so important to either get energy from sunlight or from the food from sunlight. And yes, that could be spinach and broccoli and peaches and avocados, wheatgrass, whatever. It's growing outside. It's taking in sunlight. It's taking in energy. All right, if you're new to Pick a Stack, this is what we do here. For some reason, I had to channel that for somebody. But the whole gist of why we're here is to do 3 readings. Today we have 3 different decks. Each stack is a deck, and your job is to intuitively think of either stack 1, stack 2, or stack 3. Think of your idea, issue, question pertaining to yourself, your loved ones, your community, or the world, and then think, what stack should I pick? I'm trying to encourage everybody to use their intuition. And so many times people come to me in my shop, like daily or in a healing. How can I do what you do? It's very simple. Turn off everything, okay? No phone, no TV, no computer, no radio. Turn it all off and find your still point and be quiet and listen. Okay, this is the intuition. It's our relationship between this version of me and my higher self. God, creator, source, great spirit, angels and archangels from the light, spirit guides from the light, ancestors from the light. It's not rocket science. It's so much easier than rocket science, okay? Just start talking to them and then listen. That was for somebody too. Cool. We are starting off today with the Lemurian Saint Germain Crystal Singing Bell. This charges up me, the sun, the earth, the sky, the water, the plants, the animals, the cards, and the crystals that are on the table too, because each stack also has a crystal. So, have you thought of which stack you're going to pick? Okay, then let's get started. I'm going to show you the 3 different decks. I'm assuming that you used your intuition and you already chose your stack, okay? Stack number 1 will be a crystal and a reading from Wing, Hoof, and Paw. That speaks to our inner child. Stack number 2 will be a reading from the Woodland Fairy Tale Tarot, which is a new deck. And stack number 3 will be a reading from the Spirit Song Tarot. Each stack also has a crystal. And today I'm looking at my table, and what I see, my spirit guides pick the crystals, they pick the decks, they do the reading. I'm just the mouth and the hands. It's very soft and heart-centered. All 3 decks, all 3 crystals, very soft and heart-centered. So to me, this is telling us be gentle. And that means be gentle with ourselves, be gentle with everybody else, because everybody is losing their minds out there. I'm not, because I don't choose to participate in the craziness out there. Yeah, you heard me. I choose not to participate in the craziness, because every one of us has a choice to make every day, every hour, every moment. And I choose not to participate in that. Why? Because my frequency is up here. It's not down here, and you're not going to drag me down. No, because I don't want to be down there. I want to be up here. La. Yeah. So make that choice if you want to. Everybody's on their own journey. That's the thing. Everybody's on their own journey. And if you choose to be down in the low frequency, anger, frustration, stress, resentment, guilt, blame area, fine. That's your choice. But I'm not going to be down there with you. I'm going to be up here. All right. Hang on one sec. I got to have some water. I'm out of lemons today. Oh my gosh. Might have to make a trip to the store. Got to have my lemons in the morning. So good for the digestion. All right. If we're ready to start, we're going to start with stack number 1. Stack number 1, you get rose quartz. This is a rose quartz tower. It's not bright pink. It's a soft pink. Again, this is heart chakra. It's excuse me, it's from the quartz family. So it is amplifying, it is storing energy, it is transmuting energy, it is all the same things that regular clear quartz is, but this one resonates with the heart chakra. And this is that soft pink, the soft love. It's not like passionate love. This one is that soft self-care love. It's forgiveness and compassion and gentleness that we need. It brings peace and calm. Rose quartz is also really good for things like fertility issues or PMS issues, anything that's associated with the feminine reproductive system. So that's going to be sacral chakra. So if you're pregnant, this is saying be gentle with yourself. Or if you're trying to get pregnant, be gentle with yourself. And you know, the day you stop trying is the day you get pregnant. I know, that's how it worked for me. And it's worked that way for a lot of other people. And what happens is you're trying so hard that you tense up your whole body, and your body's like, oh, I got to be in a state of stress. That's not when you conceive. You conceive when you're in a state of peace and calm and love. All right, so stack number 1, we're going to have a reading from Wing, Hoof, and Paw, and I love that little hedgehog there. These are all baby animals. They speak to our inner child. So we have inner child baby animals. What do we need to know today? What does stack number 1 need to know today? Aww. I would do that with every card that pops out of here. This is a kitten. This is a kitten. Look at the little kitten is got a big smile on its face, and it's card number 13. Now, Hollywood has made us believe that 13 is this evil number, right? When actually it's an extremely sacred number. Think about Jesus and the 12 apostles. 12 plus 1 is 13. There's so many really, really positive 13s out there that people don't pay any attention to because they think 13, because of Hollywood, is so evil. It is not. 13 reduces to 4. It's a number of stability. This says receptivity. Who can resist the power of the purr? Kitty knows how to receive. Oh, isn't that the truth? I'm deathly allergic to cats, but I love cats. And the bigger, the better. That quality that cats have, where they just receive. They're like, yeah, rub my belly. Nope, now scratch my ear. Okay, do my backside. You know, they're, oh, and feed me. They are very, very receiving animals on their terms when they want it. The kitten effortlessly receives cuddling and petting, and in doing so, creates a soothing contentment for herself and her companion. That purr is also good for humans. It is a frequency that the cat is giving off that can help regulate our heart, blood, all different things in our bodies. It can be very calming. The little one within remembers how to receive. Now, this is talking about you. She came into the world with this deservedness, receiving cuddles and hugs and cooing and stroking without having to please her parents or prove her worth to anyone. Okay, this might not be you. It might be you. Some of us did come into the world that way, where we were wanted, we were loved. You know, our parents tried and there we are. And then some of us came into the world where, yeah, our parents really didn't want to be pregnant, and so we might have this feeling of not being wanted our whole lives. You got to let that go. So soothe the little one within. Tell her how beautiful she is, how lovely, how kissable and huggable she is, just as she is. And this could be a he too, okay? Soon she will radiate the sense of worthiness outward to you like a purr, and you can carry this ease of being and deservedness from room to room, from thought to thought, from interaction to interaction throughout your day, your life, your world. So basically, this is saying get in receive mode, okay? You have been giving and giving and giving and giving and giving because it's easier to give than it is to receive if you don't feel like you're worthy. This is that solar plexus energy right here. This is our solar plexus. We've got the sun coming in. Boom. Right here, solar plexus. This is where we carry our self-worth and our self-esteem. This card, this reading, is saying be gentle with yourself with the rose quartz and get in receive mode. When somebody gives you a compliment or they give you something, some physical thing, in your mind, say, I do deserve this. I deserve all good things. And then say outward, thank you. Too many times we say, oh, no, I'm fine. Oh, no. If somebody says you're beautiful, wow, you look beautiful today. You do look beautiful today. Oh, this whole thing, oh, man, my hair looks awful. Oof. Accept the compliment. Accept it, okay? The fact that you're deflecting it away says, I don't feel worthy of that. Okay, cut it out. This is saying you are worthy. And I'm saying you're worthy. And the rose quartz is saying you're worthy. Okay? Receive. When you get in receive mode, the universe sends you even more good things. People with angel energy do tend to do that. No, I'm okay. I'm going to take care of everybody else. It's your time. It's my time. We get to receive now. So if somebody gifts you with something, know that you are worthy and say thank you. Thank you to that person because they've been a tool. Thank you to the universe. I know, I've been going through this. All right, that was stack number 1. I love those little baby animals. Isn't the sun glorious? You know, when I first started doing these videos and the sun would come in like that, I'd be like, okay, I got to start over and move. No, you don't need to see me. You need to see the sun. Look at that. It's glorious. It's right there. And you know what? When I looked at the weather last night for today, cloudy. Okay, I got the sun coming in right into my crown chakra. I'll take that. All right, if you chose stack number 2, We have a special treat. This is already sold. All 3 pieces are in my shop, but this one is already sold. Let's see if I can block the sun so you can actually see this. This is a Lemurian. Let's see if we can find the... I want to do it right there, but you can't see that. This is a Lemurian point here. And these are emeralds. So this is one of the deer antler energy ones that I make. It's all emeralds with this fabulous, that's the side I want. Okay, there, can you see those horizontal lines? Yeah, this is a Lemurian quartz point with emeralds on a deer antler. And it's got peacock feathers. So it's funny because originally I had a different stone there and my guides were like, no, we need emerald today. Okay. Emeralds are healing crystals. They detoxify, they take away negative energy and transform it or transmute it into positive energy. They work with the heart chakra. They're very calming and balancing, just like that rose quartz. They promote creativity and eloquence. So if you need to be eloquent in your speech or in your manners, emerald is the stone. They can also help restore faith and hope. So a very positive heart chakra stone to keep us up. They can increase intuition, kindle kindness. Then there's a whole bunch of physical characteristics. So it affects us physically. Emeralds can be good for colic, burns, ulcers, headaches, tension, flu, epilepsy, high blood pressure, heart disorders, neuralgia, cancer, skin disorders, fever, nausea, vomiting, asthma, indigestion, and anemia. Ha! That's a lot. Think you should carry some emerald on you? Yeah, you probably should. And the cool thing is, it's a beautiful stone in its raw form or tumbled like this, or gem quality if you're wearing it as a ring or a necklace. If you wear it as a ring, wear it on your left hand because this is your receiving hand. Have it come in, okay? Wearing the black stones are really good on your right hand because we're sending it out. We want to get rid of that. We want to detoxify, send that out to get rid of that negative energy. Bring in the love energy, the healing energy on the left hand. So emerald is your stone. And your deck is going to be this new deck. There we go. Woodland Fairy Tale Tarot. And it's interesting because I just got this deck and it's all fairy tales. And most of which I don't know. I did a reading on myself, of course, when I opened the box, and it's tarot. Okay, I understand the cards, but I had to look in the book a few times because each fairy tale, I'm like, I don't know what this is. This is a fairy tale, and then there's names I've never heard of, and it goes to show, this is fairy tales from around the world, and we only know those fairy tales that we were taught as children wherever we live. And actually these days, I would guess most children don't even know what a fairy tale is, let alone have been read fairy tales. All right. I feel like we need 2 cards. Ooh. Hang on. There's one. they're very slippery. Sometimes when you get new decks, the cards are very stiff. This deck, oh no, they're just slippery. Can you have one more, please? Okay. Hang on 1 second while I pick that up off the floor. Oh, okay. So we have the emerald, right? Heart chakra. It's green. Green is the color of abundance. It's also the color of our money. And then we get, excuse me, 2 cards. They're both pentacles, okay? Pentacles are coins. Pentacles represent the physical reality, 3D. They represent, it doesn't have to be money. It could be things like a car, more tarot decks, groceries, building blocks for a life in 3D. So the first card that popped out is the Page of Pentacles. And this little guy is so cute. Let's cover up the sun. Come on, Grandfather Sun. There we go. Page of Pentacles. And I know those are flowers down there or clouds or something. Oh, those are trees. My first thought was popcorn. This one's got pomegranates in it. Interesting. They both have what I consider food. The second card is the Two of Pentacles, and it's got the sun and the moon. So I just want to see what it says in the book, just because I want to see if it says anything about which fairy tale. So the Two of Pentacles, it doesn't really say, it doesn't say what fairy tale this is. But, I mean, the Two of Pentacles is all about juggling things, okay? It's about juggling 3D things. It's about having balance in your life. The sun and the moon. The sun and the moon, the dark and the light. It's the polar opposites. It's having a job and family. It's black and white, but having both, not one or the other. It's about juggling them and keeping the balance, okay? The Page of Pentacles, I want to see if they have, oh, look at that. I opened it right up to that. It doesn't really, oh, okay, so this is Little Tom Thumb. Most people under the age of 30 don't even know this fairy tale, Little Tom Thumb. So this card represents fresh energy, young energy, a message coming in. It could be, it's time for you to learn new things, or you already know that you're supposed to be learning new things, but you're procrastinating. I get this procrastination. And this is saying, no. It's time. It's February. It's a new year. Let's get her done. And maybe you don't even know you're going to learn a new skill or a new something. But this is saying it's going to come in. Somebody's going to come into your life and they're going to say, hey, I'm taking a class on such and so. Do you want to go with me? The answer should be, yeah, I do. To me, this is the year of adventures. And if somebody says, hey, do you want to go hiking in a state park? I'm going to say, yeah. Can we do it on a day when I can actually do it? That would be great. So this is saying we need to have balance, okay? The emeralds are saying we need to do what's good for our heart. And what's good for our heart? Those things that are good for our soul. getting out, being away from crabby people. Maybe that's family. I don't know. But this is saying go on those adventures and learn those new things. Maybe it's time to learn about herbs and plants. Maybe it's time to learn about your third eye and your intuitive side and your spirit guides. Maybe it's time to learn about tarot. Maybe it's time to take some metaphysical classes, or maybe it's time to learn how to weld and do something 3D, because these are 3D cards. So if you look at your life and, that bucket list that we all have inside our heads, you're like, I always wanted to learn how to weld. Well, put it out there. This year, I'm going to meet somebody who's going to teach me how to weld. I'm going to meet somebody who's going to teach me how to whatever. I'm going to meet somebody that I can do things with. I can go on adventures with. That's what these cards are saying. Put the intention out there and then do it. Don't do the, wow, I just met somebody yesterday and they make this art with welding, and I really want to learn how to do that, but I don't think I'd be any good at it. Okay, stop. If it's on your bucket list, don't worry about if you're good about it or not. It doesn't matter, because let's try, okay? We got to try. If you don't try, you'll never know. And maybe you are really good at it, but you don't know. Last fall, I asked my spirit guides for new things to make, because I'm a creator being and I have to be creative, especially in the winter, because I kind of feel trapped in Minnesota. I don't like being cold, and so I stay inside. But I'm always very creative in the winter. This is when I make all my dragons and I make all my creative stuff. But last fall, I was like, okay, guides, you got to help me out. I need a new thing to make. And that's when they said I needed to work with the deer energy. And I started making my antlers. I've never seen them anywhere else. I didn't steal the idea from somebody. They showed me, do this. Okay, that's all it takes, you guys. Ask your guides. I don't know why I keep getting welding. Maybe there's somebody out there that really, that used to be one of my things. When I had my farm, I wanted to learn welding and I wanted to make sculptures out of old car parts. And I talked to my car mechanic, and I said, hey, you got that bin of car parts back there. Is that garbage or what is that? And he goes, yeah. And I said, what do you got that, I can make sculptures with? And he said, take whatever you want. So talk to people. Say, this is what I really want to do, and then go do it. Go do it. This is the year for it. All right, that was stack number 2. We're going to go have adventures and we're going to learn new things. My mailman is right outside the door. All of a sudden I saw something moving out of the corner of my eye and I thought, oh, it's just the normal, no, there's somebody there. It's putting a box in my entryway. All right, you ready for stack number 3? We are going to have a reading from the Spirit Song Tarot. But first, our stone. Our stone is jade. And this is really cool. Let's do this. There we go. This is really cool because it's kind of a yellowy green and it's a polished point. So there's a point at the top, but then it's rough at the bottom. I love these things. To me, it's like half rough, half polished, and it's a point so I can focus the energy. Jade is wonderful. It's anti-aging. So let's just start with that. It's a stone. It's also heart chakra. And it comes in whites and greens and everything in between. Okay. It's a stone of peace and serenity. Fits in with our other crystals, with the rose quartz and the emerald. This is all about gentleness, calming, peace. So jade also, in Asian countries and cultures, jade is their money attractor. So this is why they would have jade carvings of foo dogs and dragons and whatever. They're protectors, but they're also bringing in money or abundance and prosperity. Jade is good for businesses, where you make your business decisions. So maybe having one by your computer would be a good idea. It's protection. It guards against misfortune and accidents. So maybe you want to have one in your vehicle, or with your child. There is like something going on with my left eye. So anybody who's got something with their left eye right now, apparently you need to listen to this, because there's nothing going on with my eye. Jade can also bring realization to your potential and devotion to your purpose. So in stack number 2, we were talking about, learning something new or going on adventures or whatever. And this is saying, yeah, let's do that. Let's be devoted to that purpose so we don't get sidetracked. Jade can also help with remembering dreams, if that's something that you want to do. It's good for self-confidence, self-reliance, self-sufficiency. So if you're starting out, you have a new apartment or something like that, jade would be really good for that. You're 18, 19, 20 years old, you're starting out, jade is a really good stone to help you with that. I have to be an adult now. Or excuse me, I get to be an adult now. It also helps if you're somebody who takes care of other people. So if you have angel energy and you're taking care of senior citizens and you're taking care of special needs children or adults, or even just a teacher, jade would be a good stone to carry on your person. Physically, jade is also good for the kidneys, the heart, and the stomach. So this whole area here, it's really good for that. And if I were going to carry jade, it would be in a pocket, either like a pants pocket or a jacket pocket way down there, not up here. Let's put it where it needs to be. Okay. So jade. We have 2 cards. Interesting. So the 2 cards that came out are the 5 of crystals and the 9 of crystals. And I have to point out that in this deck, they're crystals, but in other decks, they would be pentacles. We had 2 cards of pentacles in stack number 2, and we have 2 cards of pentacles in stack number 3. Pentacles, this is all 3D, okay? It's like, for those of us that are concentrating on ascension and being up here, these cards are all saying, don't forget, your feet are on this physical planet, if we think this is a physical planet. I'm not saying it is, because I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. So basically, this is the 5 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles is represented by this fabulous ladybug. The 9 of Pentacles is the spider. The 5 of Pentacles is all about change in a 3D way, in an abundance prosperity way. It's also like that midpoint between 1 and 10. 5 is that middle point. And it's like you're halfway there. Keep going. Keep going. Whatever you're doing, keep going. You're halfway up the hill. Keep going. We don't want to lose ground here. Persistence. New possibilities though, because we're at that halfway point. Guess what? We got halfway to go. There's so many cool things that could happen between here and the top, or whatever it is that you're working towards. The 9 of crystals, or the 9 of pentacles, is about abundance and security, having more than you need. And this is what I always tell myself, and what I teach in one of my classes is, instead of saying I don't have enough money, say I got way more money than I know what to do with. I got way more money than I know what to do with. My bank account has so much money in it, I don't know what to do. Okay? When you have that mindset, more money comes to you. If you think lack, I don't have enough money, the universe hears that and says, oh, you don't want to have enough money. We're not going to bring you any. Be a magnet. And I feel like that's today's theme, is be a magnet. Be a magnet for that person that's going to come into your life, that's going to teach you new things. Be a magnet for the abundance and prosperity that's coming in. Be a magnet for new opportunities, new possibilities. I am a magnet for fill in the blank of whatever positive thing that it is that you want. Sit down and come up with your bucket list. The bucket list is not something that you do when you're 80 years old. It's something you do today. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Tomorrow will be the first day of the rest of your life as well. What do you want to do? What do you want to do this year? What do you want to do for the next 4 weeks? You know, it used to be we followed the cycle of the moon. We had 13 months. Each one was 28 days, 4 weeks. And at the new moon, we would state our intention of what we wanted the 4 weeks to be like. Now, with this calendar that we use, we do it for January 1st. We state a New Year's resolution, and most people don't stick to it because a year is so long, but 4 weeks is like workable. Okay? So state your intention on the new moon. Create your bucket list for the new moon for the next 4 weeks. Make it be actionable. That's the word they just said, actionable. If you set your intention for prosperity and abundance, it will come to you. Especially this year, the veil is very thin. You talk to your spirit guides and guardians. Thank you for sending me all kinds of abundance and prosperity that I need to be the person that I need to be. I don't know who that person is, and that's okay. Thank you for bringing me all the resources I need to be that person. And I am open to new possibilities. And from stack number 1, I am in receive mode. You can ask all day long for lots of money and stuff and things and whatever. But if you're not in receive mode, you won't get it. Get it? You got to be in receive mode. I am worthy of all these good things that I'm asking for. I am. I am worthy. And I have plans, honey. And the plans need to be divinely guided. Okay? Don't impose your will on anybody else. That's just wrong. Use your skills and your abundance to help others. You can never go wrong with that. All right, stack number 3, you got abundance and prosperity and new beginnings coming for you. Ladybugs and spiders. I don't want those in my house, but I'll take them in card form. That was stack number 3. Let's do some singing, Belle. I love you guys. You're the reason I do this. You're the reason I skip my workouts and my bacon on Wednesday mornings. So I must love you a lot. You have a blessed rest of your day, and I am sending you blessings of love, light, peace, joy, happiness, success, divine health, and all good things, because I know you're worthy and I know you deserve it all. Mwah. Namaste.